Hey, it's Mr. Shulman. We're going to be reading The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, Chapter 1 today. So I just wanted to know how my favorite students are doing. Yeah, let's go. All right, let me turn this phone around. Wow, look at that magic. You see these people here, these masks or people, I'm not sure what. Chapter 1, When Magic Ruled the World. Let's do it. My name is William Kamkwamba. And to understand the story I'm about to tell, you must first understand the country that raised me. Malawi is a tiny nation in southeastern Africa. On a map, it appears like a flatworm, burrowing its way through Zambia, Mozambique, and Tanzania, looking for a little room. Malawi is often called the warm heart of Africa, which says nothing about its location, but everything about the people who call it home. The Kamkwambas hail from the center of the country, from a tiny village called Masitala, located on the outskirts of the town of Wimbe. You might be wondering what an African village looks like. Well, ours consists of about 10 houses, each one made of mud bricks and painted white. For most of my life, our roofs were made from long grasses that were picked near the swamps, or dambos, in our Chichewa language. The grasses kept us cool in the hot months, but during the cold nights of winter, the frost crept into our bones, and we slept under an extra pile of blankets. Every house in Masitala belongs to my large extended family of aunts and uncles and cousins. In our house, there was me, my mother and father, and my 6 sisters, along with some goats and guinea fowl and a few chickens. Okay, that was my poor imitation of chickens. You probably can do a better job of chicken sounds. Anyway, when people hear I'm the only boy among 6 girls, they often say, "Eh, Bambo," which is like saying, "Hey man, so sorry for you." I don't know what kind of accent I just did, but whatever. And it's true. The downside to having only sisters is that I've often got bullied in school. That's bad. No one should be bullied, right? Since I had no older brothers to protect me. And my sisters were always messing with my things, especially my tools and inventions, giving me no privacy. Whenever I asked my parents, why do we have so many girls in the first place? I always got the same answer. Because... gotta turn the page quickly. Because the baby store was all out of boys. Wow, what an answer, huh? Pretty funny. But as you'll see in the story, my sisters are actually pretty great. Well, that's good to know. And when you live on a farm, you need all of the help you can get. Next paragraph. My family grew maize, which is another word for white corn. In our language, we lovingly refer to it as chimanga. Say that with me, guys. Chimanga. And our growing chimanga required all hands. Every planting season, my sisters and I would wake up before dawn to hoe the weeds, dig our careful rows, then push the seeds gently into the soft soil. When it came time to harvest, we were busy again. Most families in Malawi are farmers. We live our entire lives out in the countryside, far away from cities, where we can tend our fields and raise our animals. Makes sense, right? Where we live, there are no computers or video games, very few televisions, and for most of my life, we didn't have electricity, just oil lamps that spewed smoke and coated our lungs with soot. I'm sure you didn't have YouTube either, right? YouTube. Farmers here have always been poor, and not many can afford an education. Seeing a doctor is also difficult since most of us don't own cars. From the time we are born, we're given a life with very few options. That means choices. So he has very few options, hardly any. I feel bad for this guy. Because of this poverty and lack of knowledge, Malawians found help wherever we could. Many of us turned to magic, which is how my story begins. So I'm going to stop there. I think it's a good place to stop, but it kind of makes me want to read more. So maybe when I turn this off, I'm going to read on my own because I want to know more about this magic. That sounds pretty wild, right? All right. Well, that was chapter 1 of The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good day.